Yo, what up? Give you guys something to watch in the meanwhile. But yeah, just gonna be running through the bracket for X-Rare. See what it's gonna be looking like. Looks reasonably stacked. Make sure everything's working. Okay, great. Looks good. Yo, what's up, Marcus? And Friolis is going in. Let me make sure I have my settings right to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Like my mic was not plugged in properly.
Yeah, that's the classic. Let me know if you guys can hear Marcus all right, for anyone who's in the chat already. What's up, Guibert? Yeah, so I don't know if you see how I have it on the stream. I just have like a game queued up. It looks like Frijoles and Snoopy just doing some practice, and I got the A block up on my screen. So yeah, just wanted to take this time, guys, to go over the upcoming tournament. Extra new format. You can see here it's going to be a same character tournament. Old and new characters are treated as different characters. So Shogatsu only has so many people he can team up with. And there are going to be two blocks that are played. Block A, Block B at Game Newton and Big Spot. Or sorry, Big One. And then the finals are going to be at Newton. Is that right?
Yep, finals will be at Newton. A block is at Newton and B block is at Big One. And then they'll go together for the finals at Newton.
All right, and I looked at the schedule. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a break between, how do you call it? Like the blocks. Well, I guess the last chance qualifier, the blocks, and then the finals. So we're looking at a timeline of, hang on, I wrote it down somewhere. Maybe noon. I mean, sorry. Shit, I wrote it wrong. Hang on. Maybe 8 p.m. Pacific time for the last chance qualifier, then 10 p.m. for the two blocks, and maybe 2 a.m. for the finals. That's I think what I've gathered from the translation on the Extra website.
Yeah, I would say that's about spot on. If everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, and then I also saw in the rules that it said that it is Waseda style, so that means like person A fights person A, and then person B fights person B. So it's like it's not a winner stay on. I don't know. Did I read that right?
I need to check on that real quick. Let me see. Was it on the console?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me read the rules real quick. So I didn't read that part.
Yeah, I got it right here. I'll get a link.
Okay.
I just dropped the link in the stream chat. Yo, what's up, Ultra Combo?
So time schedule.
The link is going to be to the rules for X-Rare Ultra Combo. We're going to be pretty much going through the bracket one by one and seeing, I don't know. I guess for me, it's going to be a fantasy bracket. I'm just trying to get, you know, the Kens versus the Dictator to grand finals. And shout out to Snoopy leveling up, keeping it real close. 9-7 against CJ Frijoles so far. And yeah, I was looking at this bracket here. If you look at number 32, that is that's Makio and Ogo Yaya. So he signed up under his government name and not his
It's Matsukio and Guile.
Oh shit, I read it wrong. My bad. It's super tiny, so that means Yaya is not in that. I thought I read it Ogo. My bad.
Guile is like he plays S Sagat, S Ken. He's kind of a scrubby player.
Alright.
Plays Goki sometimes to mess around.
Oh yeah, that character's completely fair, so why not?
Yeah, so it is Waseda style. So one versus one, and then if it's 1-1, then they go out. You play a final match.
Yeah, so basically it's person A versus person A, then person B versus person B, which means that, you know, when we talk about ST, there's a matchup chart, but I think player to player becomes, you know, much more important at the highest level. Like, it doesn't really matter if it's a 7-3 matchup. If you happen to be really gifted at that matchup, then you would go first. So for example, if our Ken buddies, right, you know, Makiri and Mattsun are gonna fight a Zangief team, I mean, does it matter who goes up first? I mean, tell me your thoughts before we get into the bracket.
Not really. Waseda doesn't really matter that much, in my opinion. Like, because the person who's gonna win is gonna win, and the person who loses is gonna lose, and then they're just gonna do the third match again, anyways, right? Like,
no, so
obviously.
So like, let's say you know, it's you and Mattsun against what is it, Pony and who's his teammate again?
Momio.
Yeah. So let's say you're like, you know what, I'm more confident in that match, or, you know, I've beaten Momio before, and they happen to put up Momio first. You'd fight Momio, you beat him, and then Mattsun goes up after.
Against Pony.
Yeah, so then Mattsun would go up against Pony. Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Except
if Mattsun wins, we win. But if Mattsun loses, then we just pick who plays, you know, a third round.
Well, then it should go back to you, basically. Well, it should go back to you, no, for Waseda style, because he only has, you know, both of you guys have one life.
I think based on the rules, you just pick, like, you decide a captain and then a general. Taicho, and then basically, like, you just pick who plays against, you know, who is your captain, who's your general. But yeah, like Ultra Combo said, it's basically just to make sure everyone plays. Like, Mattsun, if we put Mattsun on first, you know, against what people would think as far as saving him for last, then, you know, I'm going to get to play my match no matter what, and then he's going to play his match no matter what. But since he has more experience and he's going to be the general, obviously, then he would most likely play that final match against, you know, the other general, likely, unless, you know, they switch it up. Like, that's where it's different, I guess, because that's where the mix-up kind of is. But I don't know. I don't see it being any different, because if I lose and Mattsun wins, then they're gonna put Mattsun, you know, most likely the more experienced player is going to go back on and anchor, for the team.
All right, yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it'll still, I think, sets up for like an interesting, I don't know, psychological game, I guess. But
yeah, I think there's more detail. Like it's just a little bit more complex, I guess, than just being, stay on, winner stays on. But yeah.
All right, so exclamation extra will get you the official Twitter post that Concho posted, NPO, and there's gonna be 2 blocks. So I guess we can go ahead and start going through it now, starting from block A. What are we doing first? So it looks like this. If we go by this match 1, you have YuuVega and Murasaki. Psycho Dream versus whatever the last chance qualifier is going to be. Looking at that right.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of a tough draw because Dictator has like a lot of weird matchups. So like, I mean, these are the best Dictators in the world. So I don't think it matters who they're going to fight, but yeah, it sucks when you have to fight the LCQ because there's actually no prep you can do. For your bracket, but anyhow.
Yeah, I mean that's there. I heard some people saying that like Shiro, Ryu, and somebody else might be signing up as last minute qualifiers. So I don't think that there's gonna be I don't think there's gonna be some weak. Well, I guess it's the winner of the last chance qualifiers anyway, so it'll definitely be a strong team.
I'm predicting it's Hakase and someone else. Yeah, Hakase is the last chance qualifier guy.
Hakase and Tamashima might do the last chance qualifier, so that was definitely what they were saying last night. They always do that shit.
Yeah, because no one else wants to team with them. I team with Hakase, I don't care. But anyway,
they're kind of outcast.
Yeah, I mean he's out there at playing all night and shit. But anyway, yeah, what's a good order? Just look at this bracket. Should we just start from the top left?
Go from the top left, yeah.
All right, so we got my boy Viper and Hurion. Hurion's kind of been, a ghost as far as SC scene goes for a minute, but this is gonna be a pretty sick team, and they're going up against Kuroniku and AFO Blanca.
Tough match.
Yeah, if you can translate the names, the team names.
Yeah.
Sandaga Hawk or something.
Sandaga Hulk is like Thundaga. Like in Final Fantasy in the later games it goes Thunder, Thundara, Thundaga.
Okay.
It's like different levels of strength of like the spell. The highest spell is Aga. The ending is Aga, so they instead of Thunderhawk they use Thundaga Hawk, meaning the strongest.
Yeah, Japanese got the best puns.
Yeah, pretty funny. That's a shit ton of kanji, so I have no idea what that means.
All right, I see the go to sleep part.
I would need the Yomi to be able to understand what that says.
Yeah, old school BR. Yeah, this is the AFO, aka the paper size A4 and AFO. Yeah, that's him. So this is a pretty shitty matchup for Hawk. And it's also new Hawk. Like it's gonna be X Hawk, so makes it a bit tougher. I mean, they do have the 720 to make a comeback, but this match is tough because Blanca has.
So what makes it harder because I don't actually know either. What makes it harder for X Hawk than S Hawk?
So I mean, you'll have a slightly better uppercut and slightly better normals, and basically like the S characters do more damage. So if you're able to trade even, it's enough to turn the tides. And of course, jump fierce is kind of decent. That's why you see it spammed a lot against Dalsum because you can't slide underneath it. So jump fierce into Typhoon / DPOS. Even if the jump fierce hits, you're pretty close to stunning if they get hit by the uppercut, and if they don't and they decide to block, that Typhoon, between the jump fierce and Typhoon, it's already like 35-40% of your life gone. So it's pretty good to have that.
Yeah.
is this match over? Okay, no, it's still going on. And then yeah, so Blanca has Stand Strong as a universal anti-air, neutral jump fears. He can low profile, jump jab, jump short, so ticks are harder to do. Even setting up like the neutral jab spin is hard for Hawk here because Blanca Ball will beat it out. But Viper is the type of player to read that kind of stuff and just hit you with an uppercut on wake up. So I think Viper's got the reads and Hirion's got like the no miss execution. It's just AFO I feel like they really got to deal with, but on paper, you know, go to sleep is gonna move on.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen AFO around at all lately, but that doesn't mean he's not playing.
Yeah. All right. Then next there's what is this? Was it Mizu?
No idea what. Yeah, Mizumiya and Nudapoga, both very inexperienced new low tier players. So
playing a top tier character.
Top tier character against another team that has the terrible disadvantage, but will most definitely lose still.
Yeah, so they're going up against Automondo, and you guys know who they are, right? The two Hondas. One of them, you know, pretty much lives on Fightcade. The other one is Kusumundo.
Yep. And they're both really good at the Shoto match and jumping fireballs, so it should be quick work for them.
All right, so we can see them basically advancing, and even if they advance, oh man, this is shitty. All right, so
Honda Blanca, dude.
Honda Blanca or Honda Hog, it doesn't matter. Aramondo is going far in this bracket. Like this Old Ken team can really cause an upset though. If they somehow manage to win, that would be a huge upset and completely like mess up the bracket. But I can see Aramondo getting pretty far so far in this upper portion of Block A.
The only trouble that they would even close to really have is the double Dalsim, dual sim later in the bracket if they get to winners finals or semifinals, because up till that point, I mean, Honda can still kind of deal with Claw to an extent, and then Cammy, not gonna happen. Yeah, Bison probably won't beat the Dalsim team.
Yeah, so these bottom four teams it's a Claw team. I only recognize Tetsu. I don't know who the other player is.
Amenjin, which is like masked. It's like the Ranger TV shows on Japanese TV for kids and stuff. It's like a masked rider, like Power Rangers kind of.
Oh right.
Kamen Rider.
And then they're going up against the Kami team, which is Nakano and Haku, the young.
I don't know. I feel like Kami, Haku and Nakano could take it. Like, what do you know about Tetsu?
Not much to be honest. I think I've seen him in some of the GameSpot versus videos, but that's about it.
Alright, I've never seen him before.
Oh,
Kamen Jin's not that strong, so I think Nakano and Haku might take it. Unless, like I said, like I've always said, people who play Claw will, you can be garbage and still have a chance against strong teams. So I think it's still definitely a chance for Cammy to win, though.
So how does seeding work in these tournaments for those who are less educated?
There is no seeding. That's the worst part.
There is no seeding.
No seeding. It's just Sellotape is a Zangief player, and kind of like one of the he's like permanent staff kind of guy. He's not really known as a player. He's more known as staff. But he always does the drawings, and they pull it out of a box. They pull the teams out of a box and line them up one by one, as far as like they pull a number out of the hat, and then they pull the team, and then that number corresponds with the team and the location in the bracket. So that's what they did with this, as always, and they got some really, really shitty matchups and some teams that should not be, facing each other in the first round.
Yeah,
but I guess they just don't have any a desire to change that for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, such is the RNG of, you know, this game to begin with, right? It's just you play the cards that you're dealt. And so, yeah, these tournament formats in Japan, they're really brutal. In addition to most of them being single elim, this random seeding thing, it's kind of nutty.
Yeah. I don't know why they have, you know, it's whack. Like you have, you know, Bunshin, this is on B block, but you have Bunshin Feilong and Koimon going up against double DJ team Fujimon and Haji, and it's, you know, if Koimon and Bunshin win, then they play a double Honda team of Piroshi and Kuroiwan, and it's just like, you know, what's the point? You know, even if they lose, they play another DJ team.
Well, even if basically even if Koiwan loses, they have to fight Yuzuru and Kato.
Right. Yep. So there's a Honda team playing a DJ team, and then a really strong Feilong team, the strongest Feilong team playing DJ team. So, and even if they lose, they still play another hard team. It's really shitty bracket makeup. And they're kind of joking about it, like they said if anybody has any claims or, you know, any problems or complaints that they want to submit, they should throw rocks at Sellotape.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, so
they just let me start seeding these. What's up? Can I get in on that?
I know. I'll bring it up because this one is pretty, like, I don't know, man. Like, I almost feel like this kind of, you know, I don't think anybody really cares, but they don't take it that seriously for some reason. But I feel like this potentially ruins like what could be a really competitive bracket.
Yeah, I mean, this format completely new. This whole like team dynamic of just two characters, and it's kind of like proving who the best character is, or overall best group of characters are, rather.
Yeah, I mean, you got Seo and Hide and B Block and Outsun and Tokon, who just, they abuse, like, not Hide and Seo so much, but Tokon and Outsun like abuse Chun-Li like to the, you know, dirtiest extent. So it's just like at that point it is definitely again about character matchup. So,
all right, well, let's go ahead and continue on this side of the bracket. Also, shout outs to Min for tuning in. Glad that you have this interest in seeing what's still going on in the JPSC world. So yeah, Dual Sim is Suzuka and Kawashim, and they're gonna go up against Nikaiten and Haibiki. Did I read that right?
Yep. Stands for hyper beginner.
Is he a beginner still?
Yeah, I guess. Kinda. I don't know why you would pick like a time sensitive name if you played on playing for a long time.
It's gonna be 20 years later, yo, I'm still gonna be a beginner. But yeah, I mean, I think Dual Sims probably got this. Not that Nikaiten's not capable, but yeah.
Yeah, there's always a chance. One chance. They call it one chance, which is like you got one chance to make it happen, and Bison definitely has that against Sim.
Yeah, so out of this bottom four, I'd say it's likely that Dual Sim would move on, and then in this top four, based on just the matchup chart and the skill of the players, I say Aramondo is probably gonna make it. And then there's a losers bracket. I don't really get the format too much, but it looks like losers of match 2 and match 3 fight, and then they fight. I don't know why I'm so dumb, but they would fight the match of they would fight the loser of match 11. So yeah, it is a double elim complete all the way, at least.
Yeah, I would say that in the A or on the left side, the semifinals will probably be Dual Sim versus Aramondo.
Yeah, that looks about right. I mean, even though
I think there's still a chance for Honda for sure.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, they have a good matchup up here, apart from this SCAN team, but then it's like, it's going to be skill that trumps, you know, the matchup chart at that point, and Aramondo's got it.
Yeah, it's not really a big concern, I wouldn't say.
I think just one thing to be nervous about, like for me, would be, I don't know, I don't want to like psych you out, but I don't know. Let's say I had to team up with YuuVega or something, and like I get a matchup that we're both decent at. I'd be like, man, I don't want to mess up, for YuuVega.
Oh
I,
yeah, for sure.
what if Aramondo like or Ara just blows it because you're teamed up with the best Honda ever,
Mhm. Mhm. There's definitely gonna be nerves, especially if you're playing with somebody that you know, look up to.
Yeah, because you're literally it's like master and student. I mean, that's your
Hmm.
storyline as well, and
Yeah.
here's a chance to prove yourself on their team. Normally for these 3-ons, like the top players team with the top players, but this is a chance to be like, you know what? Let's take all the skills that we developed together with our characters and win something big. So I think this is one of the best formats for a tournament
I
so
like it a
far.
lot. I hope it stays. I hope we stay in the rotation. I like it much better than the 5-on-5. Maybe not much better. It's just like it's easier to deal with. Like 5-on-5 is huge, man. Like
That's more like a party.
it is a party, and that's what they kind of make it like, which is cool. Uh, but I think this is much better for the current situation we got going on still.
All right, so continuing in A block on top right, you got our first Ryu team. If you let us know who they are. I can't read the first one.
Hatenko and Datadol.
All right, so I'm not even gonna look at their opponent, but I feel I can tell. Well, it's gonna be Guile, so it's you and TZW. I think they're probably gonna end up taking that over
Yeah,
Deredo and Hatenko.
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. They're both old school Guile players as well. Been around for
Hmm.
ages, and you might get to see some crazy combos from TZW if he's in the zone.
Hmm.
And then after that, you have another Hawk team against Gucci and Hyjin Ryu.
Hmm. Classic Gucci Kai.
Who are the Hawk players?
I have no idea. Megane Kun, which means glasses, and Banashini. I can't even read that. No Aru Chijo. I have no idea. Never heard of him.
All right, so likely Gucci Kai taking that one.
Hmm.
Team Gucci. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of Ryus on this side of the bracket. Then you got Fukuyama Ryu and
Yep.
is that Tencho?
That's Tencho. Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Rolling Thunder. So a lot of Ryus on this side of the bracket. They're going up against the Sagat team, which is Matsukyo and I read it wrong last time.
And
Gyo.
Gio. Yeah. That should be a good match. I think Tencho is going to be the key there. Matsukyo is definitely the better Sagat. And he's been coming up lately. He's been playing super hard. So Tensho sometimes cracks under pressure. But for the most part, he's really solid. So I would say that, yeah, I think Ryu obviously has an advantage against Sagat. And Tensho is the most senior out of all of them and has proven his mettle plenty of times. So I'd say that Ryu team will probably take that.
Yeah, Fukuyama. I feel like at a lot of GSV videos, he's kind of, I'm gonna say like the troll, but
He I don't know. He has really his days where he plays like a top player for some reason, and then other days where he plays like bottom of the barrel.
right, that's what I mean. Like it's funny. He's like a character, like the comedian
Yeah,
of GSV.
he's pretty funny. He's a animation drawer too, so he's very talented. Good dude, but yeah, he's kind of like inconsistent when it comes to tournaments. He lost the Komonamichi against Koido Vega or so I'm not sure how he does in tournaments and stuff, but sometimes he plays really well, so we'll have to see.
Right, and then after that, there's our first Zangief team. So Settle Shape
Yep, so
and
tape the guy
TMA.
who did the drawings for the tournament.
Oh, so he illustrated
Oh,
the
sorry,
chunk.
the raffling for the numbers
Oh,
for the
okay, got
block.
it. Yeah. I'm not gonna try reading their team name. That's a paragraph and then some. But
Yeah.
they're going up against the winner of YuuVega and Murasaki and the last chance qualifying team.
Yep.
I'd say, I mean, if I say YuuVega and Murasaki are gonna win their first match, it's crazy that they have to fight one extra match than everyone else, but that's just the drawing, right? And but yeah, I mean, both of those dictators are super strong. Actually, all the top Japanese dictator players are just really strong at the Zangief match, even though it's a shitty match. I don't know how they do it, but TMF has one of the strongest, anti-dictator set plays. So I don't know. I feel like it would boil down to Murasaki and TMF. That's the match that's gonna decide this half of the bracket.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely send YuuVega out first, in my opinion, as far as like an opposite kind of call, but we'll see.
I mean, they have a bunch of old matches. I remember on NoHo's blog, he'd post a lot of like Sellotape and YuuVega, and we'd watch it and talk about them. Like they've had matches for years in tournaments. TMF, one of the more newer, Zangief and Murasaki, one of the newer gen dictators. But yeah, I like this half of the bracket. It's a lot more interesting from what we saw on the left-hand side. More toss-ups, I guess, for matches, but just a lot of reuse. I can see you and TZW versus Gucci Kai. I mean, Gucci and Hyjin.
Yeah.
On the top half, and then.
There's no real there's nobody that stands out to me on that side except YuuVega and Murasaki. Like as far as going to the finals.
All right, so then the winner's side would probably be Aramondo versus either Gucci or YuuVega Murasaki. Yeah. I think that's my bet.
I think it'll be YuuVega and Murasaki versus either Dual Sim or Aramondo.
Yeah. All right. So Block A looks pretty good, I think. It feels a bit, I don't want to say underwhelming, but I feel like a lot of names are missing so far. We haven't looked at Block B yet. And I feel like, because I know Kotaka's in here somewhere, I know Muteki's here, I feel like Block B is just going to be a bit more stacked.
Block B is hard mode.
All right, let's go peep this bad boy. So what do we got?
No, the tournament is Thursday. It's Golden Week in Japan, so everybody has the week off and everybody's like traveling to different places. So
yeah, it's gonna be like a Wednesday night for us. Around maybe, what did I say earlier? 8 p.m. would be the last chance qualifier.
Right.
Yeah, the finals will be around 2 a.m. Pacific time. The LCQ around 8 p.m. Block A and B around 10 p.m. So blocks A, B will take about probably 2-3 hours, and there'll be a break because everyone has to move towards the final venue spot at Newton. So. Yeah, anyhow, so what do we got here? So, Gingamon.
Get into this. No B is actually MB Bison.
Okay, that's it.
He changed his name. He's really strong.
Yeah, also one of the boxers been around since forever. I feel like he hasn't gotten those same props as, your Sujis and like Shiki, but
he's like a Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 player now. Like he doesn't really play as much anymore, but he was actually at Versus last night. Still super strong. He did a 1st to 10 against Kato DJ last night.
Oh, that's a sick match. Boxer DJ.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, they're going up against the Guile team. It's Kaneko and Kikai.
Yep. Nice.
Let's see, Guile Boxer. I don't know, man. I gotta give this one to MB, but Kikai's pretty nice though.
Yeah, I think Kaneko's super strong too.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's the strongest up and coming Guile in the world right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there's definitely it'll be a good match, but I think that having two super strong Guiles against one really strong Bison and then kind of mid-tier other Bison gives Guile the edge on the player side, not character side, but player side, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've seen Kikai run through hella boxers, so I'm not worried about him. I've seen a lot of Kaneko's matches, in particular against Shoto's, and he's proven to be very strong at that matchup. But yeah. So still, either way, that's a toss-up. Our next team, it's Erica, Erin. I don't know, some Chun players.
Yep, some female Chun players.
Okay, so they're going
Very
up against more Chuns. What?
Yep. Kusa and Game Center. I don't know who that is.
All right. Well, either way, a Chun's knocking out another Chun, but likely Kusa's team is gonna win.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, we don't want to see no Chun grand finals mirror match.
Cancel out.
We don't want to see 4 Chuns in the grand finals, right? So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see Kusa moving on. And either way, they would have a tough match in the upper portion between like MB's team and Kaneko's team.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough is in the eye of the beholder.
yeah, you're right.
Nothing's tough for Chun-Li.
Friola 6 this one with a 720. All right, let's get another match. There's like nobody in game right now on a Fightcade for ST. Sorry guys, we're gonna watch some D-rank matches for a quick sec. I don't know, they might be good. Who knows? All right, next. So we got Perdoshi and Chloe versus Yuzuru and Kato. Ah man, what a shitty match for Honda. What?
Yep, not fun.
But these are like just underneath Kusamondo. I guess the other strong is Hondas. So minus Shogatsu, of course. These are next strongest Hondas in the world. So
Chloe one is probably, I would say, like second on my list of strongest. Yeah, as far as like active players, definitely the second strongest in my opinion. And then Kato's super solid DJ, and Yuzuru's really dirty DJ. Very solid too.
Yeah, he plays like that purple color, I think. Yeah, I can still see Peroshi and Chloe taking this. I don't know. It's an uphill battle, but I don't know. I feel like they got the juice.
They do have the juice. It's possible.
And then we got the Fei Long team, so Bunshin and Koimon versus Hazi and Fujimon. This, I think, is one of the killer teams, man. Like, yeah, Hazi and Fujimon is kind of broken.
Mm-hmm. Very broken. Fujimon keeps saying he hasn't been playing lately, and he plays other games now, so he doesn't know, what might happen, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, what's he playing?
I have no idea. I've been seeing on his Twitter saying like he like the kanji for different game player, saying like I'm a different game player. So it seems like it'll be it'll be tough for Fei Long, but I'm not so sure. We'll see. I think he's just being modest.
I mean, either way, like this Fei Long team and this Honda team. Unless they both win, that's a big disruption to the bracket. But if either one of those teams lose, you got to just fight another DJ again. You can get lucky and beat a DJ team the first time around, but beating 2 in a row, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, B block is some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit. They should have split it. I mean, it should be split up more between A block and B block. There's a ton of all killers, pretty much all killer, no filler, and B block.
Well, speaking of killers here, we got your team now. What does this mean?
Butterface.
Oh, What the face?
It was Mattsun who decided we go with that. It was one of the first American slang that I taught him.
It all
Fucking
comes
hilarious.
together.
It's fucking hilarious. He says he's always bata face.
Well, this is a sick team. It's about time you guys finally got to do something big together like this. And you guys are going up against some Zangief killers, one of the slightly newer school ones, one of the OG ones. You got Stomach Momio and then Ponimura. I don't know. You tell me your thoughts on this one.
I like Zangief is difficult for Ken. You get a couple. I mean, once you get knocked down and you're in the mix-up zone for Zangief, then it's pretty difficult. Which is not necessarily the same for Ken. You know, if he knocks Zangief down, so Ken has to work a lot harder, in my opinion. But it's mostly ground game. It's footsies until you get knocked down. So yeah, I think it'll be all about reads. I tend to have more like standard defense and anti-air type play, and Matsun's more flashy and read heavy. So we'll see how it works out. But I think Matsun's Zangief matchup is good. And
I mean,
I'm not bad at it either. So
I've seen both of you guys go for like knee bashes against Zangief. I don't know if that's like a read, because obviously Zangief can block like jump jab Tatsu and go into SPD to avoid getting hit with knee bash. But
it's more of like if you've conditioned them to keep blocking down for the sweep into fireball cancel block string, and then it's like once per match that you really go for it, or you use that as the fact that most people think you won't go for knee bash because it's Zangief has a ton of options, and if you get SPD then your round could be over. So Mattsun usually the type that'll try and go for it sometime, but
I mean he might go for unblockable uppercut, or the standing uppercut.
I hope not.
Yeah, please don't. You're gonna get hit with that one hit stomach crunch. Don't do that.
Yeah, and Momio is always buffering SPD and counter stomach grab. So I tend to not go for that against him unless it's a one tick, like a light punch into knee bash. I want like a light punch Tatsu cancel is much easier to counter grab. So yeah, for the most part, it's usually based on how much I respect the other players' reversals, and if we're playing, online or offline. If they're online, I'll always go for that shit. But yeah.
Yeah, and as for Pony, I haven't seen Pony play in forever. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna come up with, but I mean, it's tough to say, right? Just because you don't see them in videos, doesn't mean that they're not out here labbing it out. But it's a tough draw, but I think Ken can do it, or I think your team can do it, basically.
Yeah, I think we definitely have a chance. So Mattsun plays really well in tournaments. That's something that is a well-known, well-documented fact. So.
All right, then we have yet another Chun team. So this is Otsun and who did you say you was teaming up with again? Tokun?
Tokun, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's a
very dirty Chun team.
Otsun is super old school, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's really old school.
Like day one ST player.
Possibly, yeah. A lot of people, know who he is.
Like basically from like World Warrior, I think. I don't know. I just remember something about him, and I think we played at SBO many years ago. I mean, that was 10 years ago. Yeah. I mean, strong Chun as well as Tokun.
Yeah.
And they're going up against, well, I'm not going to say one of the favorites because I feel like Kotaka hasn't done as well in the most recent events, but it's going to be Muteki Guile. So Muteki's finally back teaming up with KotakaShoten and their William Guile team.
Kotaka still came on. He's still the 3-time beast. So I think that like if they lost, even regarding considering the character matchup, Muteki and Kotaka are definitely the ones who are expected to win that.
Yeah, well, Guile-chan is like not horrible for Guile.
Right.
I mean, on most matchup charts is like even basically.
Yeah, Guile has a lot of good tools.
Yeah, so because Guile gets the cross up, Guile can he has a Sobot kick to deal with Chun's like random pressure. Jab Sonic Boom you can kind of throw out, and her super will trade with it, and you get to like remove that from the equation. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot.
It shouldn't be too hard for. I mean, Chun's never not hard, but I think for Muteki and Kotaka should definitely take it.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. And then that means for the upper portion of the bracket, oh shit, yeah, it doesn't get easier for you guys.
Bottom left and top right are fucking garbage, man.
Yo, you're gonna have to fight Muteki and Kotaka. That's kind of hype, though. I wish we could see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel about, if you had to fight them? I mean, like, what are your thoughts on the match?
I've been able to go against Kotaka lately. Like, I've been playing a lot of Guile, but I don't think, like, in a tournament, that dude has so much experience. Just as far as, staying calm under, like, major pressure. So, I don't know. It's a fucked up matchup for Ken anyways. Definitely 7.5. Some people say 8 too. But Mattsun's good at it. But even so, Guile is extremely difficult. And Muteki hasn't been, like, nobody knows how he plays, really. Mattsun hasn't seen him play in a long time. He plays on Fightcade, so I know kind of how he plays. But, it's a shitty matchup. So.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you can beat one Guile, but then you're going to have to switch up what you're doing against another Guile. Because Ken has to rely on, like, pretty big reads. That have shit payoff if you're wrong, so you got to make the right reads. It's not a good match for Ken. I mean, even Ryu Guile, which is people say is pretty close to even. Ryu still has to take a lot of guesses to win that match, whereas Guile doesn't really need a guess. So now puts in perspective how much more work that Ken needs to do to keep up.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do, and like if you get even once you Mattsun always says that the match starts from once Guile's in the corner. Until that point, there's not really anything that can do against Guile that's going to make much difference. So you have to hopefully not spend too much life getting him in the corner, but once you do, if he gets out, it's you got to spend that much more life to get him back into the corner again. So it's Ken doesn't have the life bar like Zangief does to tank a bunch of shit. So you kind of don't really have any chances to mess up. Even if you miss a fireball in the fireball war, like Kotaka told me that once Ken misses a fireball or something from like a screen slowdown or something, he said it's kind of over for Ken at that point.
Right, like if you go for Fierce Fireball and it's slowed down and you whip the Sand Furious, you're basically done. Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't really understand that until he said that. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that is pretty shitty for Ken because like the whole momentum changes.
Yeah, I think ideal for Ken is to start the round with walk up sweep, and even if you trade with the Sonic Boom, you'll do more damage. You slightly push him in the corner, but you don't get anything after. I think what you really want is they delay the Sonic Boom, so you stuff it clean, and then it's like, all right, you took no damage and you can still walk up. That's probably the best Ken starter, but it's still hard as fuck to do because
most of them will start with Sonic Boom on the first round.
Yeah, that's why Ken, you have to be able to like walk very quickly and just do that quick sweep, and hopefully it works out in your favor. Because Guile has no reason to not boom. Like Guile should always boom.
And there's no reason for Ken to jump, because you get hit with an anti-air like Mattsun said the jumping in the first at the start of the match or start of the round is like there's no real payoff for Ken unless they miss, like unless you miss a an anti or something, which most guys will not miss. You got plenty of time to do it. And then at the same time, you can do step kick Ichimonji to trade with the Sonic Boom, which does some decent damage and then also knocks Guile back a little bit. But for the most part, sweep is the ideal move.
I mean, yeah, that's hard. The stand roundhouse with Ken, I can't get that. I've seen you do it, but I think that's
It
hard.
has to be the very like first frame of the match, like of the round. That's the only way it'll trade. Otherwise, you lose.
Well, either way, Butterface got the tough matchup charts so far. Let's move into the bottom half. Davey, yeah, we went through pretty much all of A block, and now we're at the last quarter of B block. So we have, what do we have here? The Wanderers from Yokohama. I read that all by myself, and
the Japanese getting much better.
who are they fighting? It's a Blanca team for sure.
Yeah, Camarilla playing Blanca for some reason.
That's weird.
And Nuku.
Wait, why is he playing Blanca? And I found out today, by the way, that Camarilla, he's the president of the whole NPO, right?
NPO?
Like this, the organization that sets up the tournaments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then Mattsun is the vice president with.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Cameron was the president.
Yeah. I mean, he's the president. He can pick Blanca if he wants. I guess.
You can do whatever you want when you're president.
And they're going up against Hide and Seo. Oh shit.
That's a blow up.
Yeah, that's a bit of a blow up, but I mean, Camarilla's got the footsies. I would actually want to see what he could do with Blanca. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think he's just playing Blanca to play with his friend Nuku.
Yeah, there's just 2 blocks for this one, man. It's just block A, block B, and then the finals are gonna be at Game Newton. So, yeah, if you look up top, so block A is gonna be at Newton, and then block B is at Big One, and then there's like a little bit of a break before they do the finals. Is it gonna be like a top 8 or a top 4? Do you know?
I think it'll be top 8 at Newton.
Okay, top 8 at Newton, and it's still like 4 winners, 4 losers. They're not doing this weird like advantage disadvantage thing like excess.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time this tournament format is happening. Like when I competed at excess, I didn't even know the rules. I thought we were out. They're like, no, you're still in there. You're in top 8.
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah. So, I guess I'll read through the rules again and see what's happening. Then our bottom 3. So we have our number 34 is going to be your last chance qualifier. So there'll be 2 teams that qualify. One being in block A, one in block B. So we don't know who Shu and Choshu are going to fight. But yeah, why the freaking sickest Ken teams got to be on this side of the bracket?
I know. Pretty whack.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right, so Shu and Choshu, if they win their LCQ match, they would have to fight Shogatsu and Hardest Boy. Tell me a little bit about Hardest Boy.
Not new necessarily, but young player. He was playing a lot before Corona. I feel like he kind of stopped like a year before Corona even came. I hadn't seen him around for a long time. But yeah, he plays S Honda, follows after Shogatsu.
Yeah, so basically the only other old Honda in all of Japan, probably, right? So
except Coma.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
But you know, yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing that sucks when you actually play the rare characters. But I mean, this is gonna be a good experience for him either way, and you know they can do well. You know, against the Kens, I can see Shogatsu going in on that.
Yeah, I think that it'll be Shu and Choshu going up against Hide and Seo, unless there's some crazy team in last chance qualifier. And Shu's Chun-Li-san might be the best out of any Ken that I know, besides probably Aniken, because of who his brother is.
Yeah, I mean he got the genetic buff, so
Yeah, but Shu's been, he beats Hide a lot in tournaments and first to fives and tens and stuff.
So what does he have that the other Ken players don't do as much?
Like I've actually been trying to figure that out myself, because but he does a lot of character specific stuff and things that, like, Mattsun's Chun-Li-san is actually really good too. But he plays it a lot more like how Mattsun would, like, really risk based. But Shu has good jumps, and he knows how to whiff punish Chun-Li's crouching roundhouse. He also, like, once she's in the corner, he usually does like the arky air tatsu, like, into the corner, which is kind of weird, but it tends to work. And usually his cross up is like super really good, like really good, always hits. Because Chun-Li's arc is really difficult to, like, figure out where her crossing point is, where it becomes like where it can actually hit. A lot of times the mix up will whiff, but Shu tends to hit it like every time almost. So that's definitely the most important part in the Chun-Li matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, I think same thing with Aniken. He has that cross up down, and he'll let a low forward whiff, and then he'll go for a walk up sweep, stuff like that. Which isn't a true whiff punish, but before Chun is able to press another button, he can sneak in that sweep. So that's something that Aniken's definitely been doing for years. And like you said, Mattsun plays a more like risky style. Like he'd rather go for a walk up and try to dragon punch a low forward, like really walking in, because you can't hit it from the tip. You have to be like in her face to uppercut those.
Yeah, and Mattsun doesn't use too much like walk up DPs from what I've seen, but he does, like, when he gets the jump in, or even like a sweep that gets blocked, he'll cancel into the medium or fierce tatsu, which is super ambiguous and weird to deal with for Chun-Li, because you end up like either behind her or just like in front of her, and she'll whiff like a normal, then you can get knee bash or like a DP or something.
So the fight gate strats.
Yeah, it's weird for. It's actually really good for Kim, because like it closes the distance, and then it's also, it's really ambiguous and makes you. It flusters the Chun-Li, because like spacing is super important. Yeah, like the spacing is really important for Chun-Li, because she's just trying to keep Ken out and throw Kokens until she gets super. So if you close that distance and then get in her space, then she's gonna throw out, fierce up kicks or something, and you block that, knock her down, get the mix up, and end the round if you're good like that. So I don't know. I've been trying to do more of that, but it's actually kind of hard to think about. Like, wait, why did I do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I don't even want to deal with that. I'd much rather fight a Guile than I would a Chun-Li, if I were Ken.
Yeah, they're both shitty. But Guile's more like standard for sure.
At least Guile sometimes, I mean, it's super rare, but you might be able to do that sneak attack, jump fierce to try to blow up their anti-air and, like set something up. But
yeah, Chun-Li, like, all of her anti-air normals they just murder Ken's jump in.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I think in Block B, left side, who would move on? One of the DJ teams. Well, I mean, it would have to be Hazi and Fujimon.
Yeah. Definitely those are the favorite.
Yeah, versus maybe Nonobi and yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Nonobi probably.
All right, so that's gonna be DJ Boxer. That's a pretty solid match, I guess. And on the right hand side, I would hope for the Butterface and Actually, yo, 4 Kens would be pretty tight, but
Pretty dope. It's got to be Muteki and Kotaka though, and then Hide and Seo are definitely the favorite. I'd say Hide and
Yeah.
Seo for character, for the based on the character, I'd say that they're the most favored in the block.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't just give it to Muteki and Kotaka over your team, but I mean, yeah, if people are betting money, then yeah, you don't bet against them, but
the odds would be you get a nice payoff if we ended up winning.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just super optimistic because I know you guys, so
Yeah,
I'm a little biased too.
Mattsun can pull a rabbit out of a hat like he usually does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, you guys get like a nice balanced stage, and you just get
I
the.
don't know, Mattsun, he like the way that he performs in tournaments. Like, there's like even when we were watching that Dawson first to 10 against Suzuka, I was just like, somehow he plays 10 times better when he's in a tournament, which is like that's the most like if you could get a skill tree, that would be the main slot that you would want as far as an inherent skill, is to just be able to play better in tournaments than you do in practice, because he can definitely perform under pressure. So he seems to always make something happen.
Well, we knew he was gonna win, right? Even though he was down like 6-0, we knew he was gonna come back. Like, we just knew.
Yeah, we called it, So yeah, we'll see. But I think definitely Hide, Seo, Muteki, Guile are the favorites on that side. If I had to guess, like based on statistics, I would say that Hide and Seo versus Haji and Fujimori.
All right, well, that pretty much covers the blocks. Yeah, Min, you're right. Yeah, Min would say most players perform worse in tournament settings. Yeah, I think it's true. There's like something extra you gotta like plug in to be able, or like tap into to, I don't know, just do some crazy shit. YuuVega can do it, and
YuuVega, Yaya, Mattsun. I feel like Kotaka does it.
Yeah, except that last tournament, I forget which one it was. Was it shit? What was the last big tournament that happened where he lost against like a way less stronger team? It's kind of an upset. Shit, what was it? We commentated it together, didn't we?
I don't remember. Oh wait, was it the December tournament?
Yeah. It was like a delayed excess.
Excess, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Every smile tournament or some shit.
Yeah, everybody smiles tournament instead of every summer
tournament. Yeah, YuuVega does literally play every day. I mean,
who's Kotaka's team?
Well, oh wait, it was Muteki on there too, wasn't it? Muteki, Kotaka, and shit, who was their third? Yon Diamond? No, not Yon. I forget. Damn, I don't know. I'm dumb and I'm old. Whatever.
Yeah, Muteki did play.
Yeah, but they kind of got wrecked a bit earlier. They were supposed to be like the team that makes it. I can't remember who their third was, but I remember it being a bit of an upset. Anyway.
Who was it?
I don't think it was Kusa. Yeah, Kusa beat them. That's right. Yeah, Kusa beat them.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a blow up.
let me find who it was.
Yeah. Less. Yeah, again, guys, this tournament is gonna be Wednesday night for us. It'll be Thursday, May 5th. So 5-5, easy to remember for the lore, of course. It'll be May 5th, and there's gonna be three portions of the tournament. There's gonna be the last chance qualifier, and there'll be the actual A and B block happening simultaneously, and then there will be the the finals. And I think the finals will probably start around 2 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, base. I'm gonna be restreaming it. I got the permission for it, so yeah, you can see. Kind of modify the graphics slightly, but yeah, this is the rules for the tournament. It's a 2-on-2 same character tournament, and yeah, I'll do my best to stay up through it and get through everything. I won't have my co-commentator, of course, Marcus, because he's
I
going to be
remember
competing
that
in B
was.
block. So yeah, everyone should just take Thursday off. Oh yeah, Nuki. Okay, so it was Nuki, Muteki, and Kotaka. They got beat.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, they were, it was basically Kotaku was teaming up with the OGest of the OG teammates, and it just didn't work out. It's kind of crazy.
Who'd they lose to?
I guess Kusa and someone else. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What's up, Dave Masters? Yes, all hail Lord Min. Mr. Too Old, Too Furious himself. But yeah, there should be a restream for that. And then the following weekend will be the Komonomichi between Suji and YuuVega, first to 10. And then there's the Mao charity event for Space Shuttle. So in May, at least, there's 3 mirror streams I'll have to do. What is sleep anyway,
Yeah, Davey, I'm at big one. Oyama is A block. B block is like the killers. So if you're gonna go to one place for like the block tournaments, I would say definitely go to big one.
Yeah, I get 3 extra hours, man. You right? And yeah, I'm guessing that the Newton one will just be on the Newton Twitch channel, and then B Block will be on Big One's YouTube channel. So when the tournament does roll around, I will, just share both of the links. They do donations and stuff as well. So if you guys want to support these tournaments, you can support there, as well as on the actual NPO website. Obviously, we want these arcades to stay open forever. So if you guys are able to, just make sure you support them on the day of that tournament for sure. When
Which
those
is
links
why
go
they're
up.
doing double or 2 different arcades so they can spread out the support and funds for different arcades.
What's up, James Walton? No, so there's Kemonomichi, which is the Daigo one. Then there's Komonomichi, which is GameSpot versus Classic. So they do their first to 10s. They've done quite a bit of them. And this one coming up is going to be YuuVega versus Suji, which is pretty big considering that YuuVega is the Komonomichi champ now. It's kind of like defending a title indirectly, going up against Suji.
Yeah, Kusa was the one who started the the Komonomichi thing at Versus, and it's basically just like a tribute to Kemonomichi, but for lesser known players who obviously would, not like Tsuji and YuuVega would definitely be able to, poll viewers on Kemonomichi, but they do a lot of different matchups with players who are kind of newer, or community players that people want to see matchups from. So it gives people more of a chance to do something, on a smaller scale of like what Daigo does.
Yeah, it's definitely good practice because it's not like you're not doing first to 10s against people. Normally, what happens at GSV, they're on nights where it's all ST. There's like about 10 setups, and you're kind of just rotating around. But then eventually, there ends up being that one side, that one spot with the cabs on the side, and you're just playing first infinities anyway. So. The ones on the side, right? That's like the same players just always there. They don't move. Whoever's there.
You mean the ones like up against the window?
Is there a window there? It's like, so when you walk
like
in, all the way on the left.
Yeah, those are gone now.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, they switched those with like SF5 and then these dudes who play fucking online computer games, just sit there all night and fucking yell and laugh hella loud and scream and shit. It's like, it's the worst, man. It's fucking terrible. They're like all like 23, 22-year-olds that just don't have a life outside of online gaming. They just sit there all night and just do stupid shit.
I blame Sasori for that one. He's the one that brought Street Fighter 5 out there, right? Like shit.
Maybe, I don't know. These guys they play Tekken, and it's Street Fighter 5 cabs are usually open. There's only 2 of them, but the Tekken, oh man, they bring their like PS4s and just sit there and play Tekken all night and scream into the mics against online players, and like don't wear masks and shit, or they do, but they pull them down below their face when you're supposed to have them up, even when you're playing. And
oh yeah, the diaper for your chin.
They're responsible for like if any COVID cases come from Versus, guaranteed.
Assholes. That sucks.
Damn. Yeah, they're garbage. And one of them is one of the dudes who works there. Like you remember the guy that always used to let us in?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, bring Ultra Street Fighter 2, Davey. That's how you got to do it.
It's nice. Take over this spot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way. Yeah, if any game is going to take over Street Fighter 4 or 5, let it be Ultra Street Fighter 2. It's new gen enough.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of shitty because it used to be much better when it was just the one setup, the head-to-head setup on the side. And, you know, that was like a really dope environment as far as like people would just, you know, line up to play against people there. The feel of it was really dope, but yeah, unfortunately the guy who works there, I forget who it is, the guy who kind of speaks some English, younger dude, he's the one who's like responsible. He's like their ringleader because he's always just like, yeah, we can just hang out here forever. They don't. I swear they don't even go home, dude. I don't even know if they like. I don't know if they eat there. They smoke there. They eat there. They do everything there. Like every time I'm there, they're there.
Yeah, well, you guys got that 24-hour McDonald's like a block away too, so they probably just eat there.
They're always just bringing like the food in and sitting there and eating. They got like full bags of like onigiri and 7-Eleven stuff. Crazy. I'm just like, so you guys win any like Tekken tournaments on a world scale lately with how much you play? Or like, what are you doing this for? You know, like what the fuck are you here for every day, every week?
They're just there to rank up, I guess. I mean, is the internet good enough there that they can play Tekken online? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they sleep there. They sleep in the chair. Like they sleep there. They eat there. Only thing they don't do there is probably take showers because they smell awful. So.
Yeah, that's real degen status. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's super degen, man. It's funny because like the owners of Versus, they're interesting fellas, but like it's pretty whack to see. Like, I mean, I guess it's good that there's younger people coming in, and but I don't feel like they're spending money really. Like if they're playing on their console, they're not spending money.
Yeah, what the hell? They just also they save money on their own electric bill or whatever.
Yeah, and they're also taking up space that could be, expanded into like other games that can make more money. So I'm like, I don't know, Versus. This might not be the best way to tell people like that you're struggling and you need, donations on YouTube if you're not maximizing your profit with the space and kind of alienating other people. So I don't know. I liked it better when the head-to-head cap was right there. It was a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean that's where we played our first attends a few times and I got washed, but side.
Yeah, there's a lot of yeah, but things gotta change.
Well, how are the arcades doing now? If you like, are they packed now with people between Big One and GameSpot Versus?
Yeah, usually they're back to decent capacity. Like last night, even on a Sunday at Versus, there were a lot of people there for the first attend. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're getting back to that point, but people are still getting sick and catching COVID and shit. So like it's not really like anything's necessarily changing. It's just that people are kind of vaccinated, or people are all vaccinated and getting back to being like, you know, we can't just chill forever. So yeah, I don't know, man. Missed that super right there. But yeah, I don't know. It's good though. I was a big one too, and there seems to be a lot of different events that they do on different days of the week, and lots of people there.
I mean, Momio's got like that monthly SC tournament, and they do CVS2, they do Vampire. Yeah, and AFO is big on that Vampire shit. I see him posting up about it a lot. So yeah, there's big ones popping.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's good. I think that, you know, Newton's doing good too. Not sure what they do besides Third Strike and ST, but yeah, I think they're doing good.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you want to do now, but it was a fun bracket analysis, and it'll be fun to look back. Maybe I'll upload this. It'll be fun to look back and see what the actual results were, but if anyone's asking me, you know, I just want the Ken Dictator Grand Finals because it's a fair matchup and the players are dope, and I don't really want to see, like, no one wants to see like Claw versus Chun 2v2, right? I mean, let's be real.
Not unless we're in the States, then that's just based on the odds of the numbers of somebody being of the amount of teams that are probably Chun and Claw. So.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
You really don't see that too much in the State or in Japan because people know how to deal with the Claws, and usually the Claws aren't the best players.
Man, Ultimate Zero, I think, isn't that gonna be the same night as no, that's the night before. I think that's gonna be Tuesday night for me, the Ultimate Zero tournament. And that's gonna be right after I run my Alpha 3 tournament. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be like the either singles and then following days teams. I forget, but yeah, I don't know, because I'm already gonna be doing stuff before that, like on stream, and I don't know how long I'll be able to be awake, but if anything, I'll probably just raid Art, and Art's definitely gonna restream it. I'll probably just do commentary with him for a bit before I crash. But yeah, this week has a lot. There's, you know, on our stream here, we got an exhibition tomorrow. Here, let me just show you guys. Yeah, so tomorrow we're doing a French exhibition between two strong Alpha 3 players, since we're running Alpha 3 on Tuesday. So we got Boom and TSF. We're teasing the idea of doing a 2X's in Euro one day. And then, yeah, here's our calendar. So we have Alpha 3 on the lineup. And then basically both nights, Monday night and Tuesday night, will be the Japanese A3 Nationals tournament. And then on Wednesday we got also Tuesday we're gonna announce which game wins our you know, the community choice. So these are the choices: Vampire Savior and Marvel vs Street Fighter, Puzzle Fighter, and Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat not looking too hot right now. I wish we could get on the stream, because I don't know, I'm kind of nasty at that game. I just gotta let you guys know. But anyway, it looks like Vampire's probably gonna win. So we'll do a Vampire tournament at the end of the month. It'll be my first time doing it. And yeah, then Wednesday night we have X-Rare. So pretty much, at least on my stream, you'll see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, some kind of fighting game stuff. Yeah. Shit's pretty stacked.
Yeah, man.
MK2 come. Yeah, I don't know about that base, but eventually, you know, because UMK3 also lost the community choice for some reason, but a lot of people like Mortal Kombat in the US, so I'm not sure why.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions about the tournament or anything before I get out of here, feel free to ask. My voice is going.
Yeah, appreciate you coming through. I was actually gonna like run this stream anyhow. Oh, there goes Vampire Arcadia. They heard us talking about Vampire, and so yeah, what's up, guys? You're likely gonna win the community choice, so We're gonna do a vampire tournament at the end of the month. But yeah, for those tuning in, we just did a bracket analysis for the upcoming X-Rare tournament, which is the first ever 2v2 tournament in Japan where you must play the same character. And you know, we have one of the participants here on the line, Marcus. He'll be teaming up with Mattsun, and yeah, this is a pretty stacked bracket on their end. So this will be Wednesday night here. And as for the other tournaments this week, tomorrow we have an exhibition for Alpha 3. The following night we have the tournament for Alpha 3, and then 2 weeks from then will be the community choice game, which likely you vampire homies are gonna win. So yeah, we'll do vampire at the end of the month, fellas. Yeah, if anyone has other questions for Marcus while we still got him here about bracket format, Japan, whatever, you can ask it here. Oh, that's what's up. So someone's talking shit to you online and you just beat them up in ST. That's how you gotta do it. That's the old way of doing it. Come see me on Fightcade, I guess. Any foreign teams? I don't think so.
No, there's no foreigners in Japan at all because the borders are closed.
Yeah, it's the first time. Normally it's like at least 3 or 4 foreign teams. But I mean, we have Erica, Aaron. They're kind of foreign because I've never seen their names.
Yeah, Davey, not those kind of questions.
Oh yeah. I don't know about that lore. I don't know if this is the stream for that kind of lore.
Thanks, man.
And then also for those wondering, all the music that we're playing tonight, it's from Makiri as well. So check his music out, fellas.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you for watching the stream, and hope you guys watch X-Rare on Wednesday night. Stream will be here. And yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend.
Have a good week, I guess, because the weekend just ended for us.
Right? Yeah. Golden week, so everybody's on vacation, so kind of chilling out. I'll be at the spot. If anybody's on Fightcade, and well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play on Fightcade coming up to the tournament.
Wait until after. We'll do the after party on Fightcade if you don't already have something set up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm on there like every now and then. Like lately, I've been on there more. So if you see me on there, I'll just play under my keys. So feel free to play some games. The connection's not great to the U.S., but like if you just do unranked, figure something out. But all right, y'all, take it easy, and thanks for watching. Thanks for having me on, Riz.
Yeah, for sure. Good luck. I'm sure we'll talk before then. So
yeah,
yeah,
no doubt.
All right, later.
All right, man. Peace.
Yo, what's up, Hagre? Yeah, how are you not following? Welcome back to stateside. I know things have been a bit, tough for you. Hope you're in better spirits down. Yeah, if you guys want to know what time it is, right now it's 3 p.m. in Japan, 8 a.m. in Euro, 2 a.m. in East Coast, 11 p.m. here. So, yeah, this month there's three events for ST that I'll be restreaming. There's this X-Rare tournament, the first to 10 Komonomichi, not to be confused with Kemonomichi, and then there's the Mao charity event for Space Shuttle, which pretty stacked. They're gonna do like an East-West battle and then a tournament and some exhibitions. I'll be able to share more info for that later on this week probably. But yeah, at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday there'll be a stream, and I think Friday, because I don't know. I don't know why this week is just so stacked. And then, in addition to that, you have your A3 Nationals, which will be on Boss's channel. So, and Boss is actually entering that as well, playing going back to that Vism Goki. So that should be fun. Yeah, I was probably gonna play some games tonight, but maybe I'll do them off stream for a little bit. I gotta wake up early for anyone who's celebrating Eid Mubarak, of course. Just Ramadan just ended. Yeah, I think Boss has been practicing up even on here, so I think he wants to do well for this tournament. Oh shit, and Marcus come through with the sub. Thanks, man.
Marcus 8 SMD, Marcus 8 SMD, Marcus 8 SMD.
8 SMD. Yeah, so as of now, I'm doing solo comms for this tournament, which is fine. I think Komonomichi, I'll have a co-commentator, and then the Mao charity event. I don't know, Marcus, since you're probably not going to be able to, since you're probably not participating in that one, maybe we'll have Marcus on commentary. That'd be nice. How do tiered subscriptions work, Yoga Boy? That's a whole nother can of worms right now. Word. Yeah, James Walton. Maybe one day. That old school BR with the good summary there. Yeah. Anyhow, I'll I guess we'll end the stream a bit earlier. Yeah, Ramadan Kareem. Eid Mubarak, everyone. I'll end the stream a little bit earlier tonight. Maybe I'll play some on Fightcade, and yeah, tomorrow at 7 p.m. we'll do the exhibition stream for Alpha 3, and we'll have Kyokuji here. Shit should be hype. And Tuesday we'll announce our community choice results. So which of these 4 games is going to make it at the end of the month? I guess we'll find out. Alright, fellas. Let me find someone to raid and catch y'all on the next one.
Work, and I think that